Hi, my name is Darren Joseph from HTJ.tax. It's the middle of September 2023, and I'm in the US. I'm here for the annual America Outbound Conference. So I'm in New York and Beverly Hills, a great conference that brought together so many qualified advisors helping Americans move overseas, or at least get their plan B in order. And today, I want to talk about one of the issues we discussed. Panama, back in the days, Panama in many ways started the offshore game. They're the OGs, they're the originals in the offshore game. But unfortunately, given certain leaks and bad press, they sometimes are not viewed in a good light. There's nothing wrong. These are good people. There's a rule of law, but still, because of negative associations, it creates issues. So if it is that you have a Panama structure, you may find it difficult in some ways, especially when it comes to banking. Now, if it is in terms of asset protection, and depending on what you're trying to do, from the US point of view, it could be fine. But banking may be a challenge. So if you have funds coming in from your Panamanian account into your US bank, be prepared for enhanced due diligence. You'll have to answer lots of questions. The AML would be a little bit heavier than if it was coming from Canada, just as an example. So keep that in mind. But generally speaking, you're going to have a harder time living in Europe with the Panama structure than you would in the US. Panama is within the US sphere of influence. There's that historical affinity. Let's leave it that way. Unfortunately, from a European point of view, it's on the list of non-cooperative jurisdictions, otherwise known as the blacklist, which means that there may be consequences. Some people think, well, it's just going to be banking difficulties. Not really. There can be tax consequences as well. Banking, if it's just banking, I'm not going to say just banking, because difficulties in banking means difficulties in business, and money is the most important part of business, right? So you want to ensure that the jurisdiction that you're working with allows for a smooth and trouble-free banking relationship with where between the jurisdictions with which you're trying to do business. But if it is you living in Europe and it's on their list of non-cooperative jurisdictions, and there are tax consequences which vary, it depends on which jurisdiction within Europe you intend to reside or you intend to set up shop. Those consequences can be, let's say, discouraging, and they can be painful. So you may want to reconsider, depending on what it is. You may want to reconsider. Also, bear in mind that some structures just aren't recognized. So there's a case from 2008. I think I mentioned it in a previous blog or video, where I think it was 2008, someone with a private foundation, a Panamanian foundation, acquired or was seeking to acquire real estate in Spain, and they wanted to register the ownership with the relevant Spanish authority as a Panamanian foundation, and this request was denied because under Spanish law, a foundation is normally an entity created in the public interest or for some nonprofit reason. So the idea of a private foundation, a family foundation at that point in time didn't exist. So just ensure that the structure is fit for purpose given where you would like to reside in Europe. My name is Darren Joseph from HTJ.tax.
So if you're a 6, 7, or 8-figure investor, entrepreneur, or business owner who needs a tailor-made solution from a qualified team of professionals, we can help you achieve the international lifestyle, the freedom, and even the tax savings you're looking for. Visit us at htj.tax and live that international life.